The key concern in this valley right now is whether the Acequias in San Luis Valley are affected by climate change in any type of way. Climate change can affect Acequias depending on the type of snowfall we get, which has the potential to modify the Acequias for the worse or for the better. What we do know is that the place we call home doesn't get as much water as it used to because of climate change, or as Dr. Devon Peña, an Acequia researcher, calls it, climate chaos. He calls it climate chaos because climate changes in a lot of different ways. These acequias are man-made ditches that serve the purpose of getting water to our crops. We used to see the acequias overflowing with water, but now it's quite dry. And getting water in these acequias is difficult due to large water shortage that we have. Not only is the San Luis Valley dealing with certain acequias drying up, but the same thing is happening in New Mexico. Everyone in the San Luis Valley understands the importance of water, and we wouldn't be able to get water without the snow and rain. We did have a lot of snow this winter, but it wasn't the kind we wanted. The snow was dry, so when it touched the ground, it was just a powder, and it didn't have a chance to build up to give the acequias more water. The snowpack has gone down since last year. Around 50% of the snowpack every year has seemed to change, and San Luis has also started to warm up. The amount of snow that we used to get when our grandparents were young was crazy, but now we will never see that amount of snow. These acequias will eventually run out of water since they rely on the snowfall, which has been in short supply. We have senior surface water rights, which implies that all of the water must be on the surface. We have no rights to the water beneath the aquifer. The shutdown of some acequias, as I described in New Mexico, will also happen in San Luis because we have received less and less water each year. San Luis already has water rights, but due to the way climate change is affecting the amount of water available, we must battle for additional rights, such as winter storage rights, which entails storing water in the winter, using it in the spring and summer when it would be needed. The response to climate change will take three things: political work, legislative work, and a lot of scientific management and planting, said Dr. Peña. Climate change had such an impact that it may be preferable to switch to drier crops that need less water. Yet we need more water sources for the acequias to be protected. A quote from Dr. Peña's best friend, Peña: when it comes to farming, one, you have to remember it's a way of life, it's not an occupation, and two, you have to change, but you don't have to die.